My name is Susan Haynes. I'm the Director of Churches in Mission, and Brian Weiser is our Board President. And we just have a little bit to talk about you. For those who aren't familiar with Churches in Mission, I know some of you received a handout and there are more available. A lot of you know us as a food pantry, and that is our primary function is to serve as a food pantry. But we also do a lot of other things. I mean, providing food is a transactional thing, and we have a lot of transformational services as well. If you're familiar with our location, we're in what was the old Moose Lodge, just north of the square here in Martinsville, and we also have a location in Mooresville. We also assist with hygiene items, which can't be purchased with food stamps, shoes, clothing, coats, all of those kinds of things. We provide rent and utility assistance. We're actually the Salvation Army distributor for Morgan County, so the bell ringing funds that come in, we utilize those for rent and utility assistance and emergency assistance for families throughout the year. We also have classes through our Hope House programs. We work with a lot of other nonprofits in our area to provide services, the more transformational services, whether that's budgeting, whether that's cooking classes. We have so many partners who are so wonderful. And I have to tell you, we are so blessed in Morgan County. I heard you talking about Stability First earlier. And their residents often come to our classes and learn some of the things that will help them in their futures as they move out and go on to be more self-sufficient. And we appreciate them because they also provide some of their residents will come over and help us with sorting donations and different things like that. And it's such a strong network of nonprofits in Morgan County that just makes it such a wonderful and special place. And I've heard that from nonprofits outside of Morgan County as well. We also have a program called Pathways to Success, working with families to understand why they need to come to us. They'll come to us for food assistance, but usually there's another underlying need. Is it that they need more skills for employment? Is it that they have a transportation issue? Is it that they have a child care issue that makes it the reason that they need our assistance with food? And then we also coordinate. There are so many wonderful agencies who provide Christmas assistance in the county, but we try to coordinate with them as best as possible to make sure that everyone is assisted, whether these families are doing the Shop with a Cop program and these other families are being helped by a church over here or a church over there, and maybe there are some other families that are being assisted by a family. We coordinate with all of them and those families who aren't able to get assistance through other avenues. We create Christmas shops in Churches in Mission in Mooresville and Martinsville so we can help those families as well. So we really try to do as many things as possible. And we have, especially here in Martinsville, some wonderful places in Wellspring and Stability First that provide housing. We try to be the safety net to where a family might not need to go into those programs, or a boost as they come out of those programs to help them keep their stability as they're moving forward. The thing about our food orders that makes all of this work together is because we have, unfortunately, such large numbers coming to us. This last May, we went over 1,000 food orders within a month to assist families in need. You can get food up to 2 times a month, but most of our families, and I should say about 70% of our families are the working poor. We have a lot of families also who are caring for young children, so because of the caregiver role, they're not able to get out and work, or they're elderly. So a lot of our families are just struggling in this economy. But we went over 1,000 food orders a month in May for the first time. And just to put that in perspective, a lot of you might remember May of 2020, mid-March, everything kind of shut down for COVID. By May, a lot of people were out of work. The grocery stores were getting harder. The shelves were getting emptier and emptier. Things like that were going on. During May of 2020, we served 421 food orders. And in May of 2025, it was 1,002. So the needs have just grown. The emphasis toward food isn't what it was. And it's just difficult right now. We have so many wonderful donors. We'll have school food drives and different things like that. And the people who help with postal carrier food drives and all of those. And if you always bought $20 worth of food to put in that drive for your child or put out at your mailbox, well, $20 worth of food this year is not nearly what it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So we are experiencing a very difficult time right now. And we are not the only food pantry that is feeling that, but because of the networks we're part of Gleaners and Midwest Food Bank networks, they're able to provide less and less because they are getting that from every food pantry they work with. So it has been a difficult time, and we're doing the best we can to stretch every dollar we receive. And I love what you're doing with with your food drive, with the ordering by the case, because that's truly how we've been able to help make these things work wherever we can find a good price or wherever we can work with a farmer and a butcher to get some fresh meats and at a lower price. We are trying to do that as best we can. So we appreciate all of your help, and we would love to, on the back of here, there are some more things about how you can help in other ways other than the food drive, and I will let Brian speak to some of those as well.
Thank you, Susan. Again, my name is Brian Weiser. I'm president of the board for Churches in Mission. And on your, Susan was talking about this. On the food drives, we have several churches that help, like I said, schools. And without all of you, we would not be getting close to meeting the needs of the needy people. One thing that Susan was talking about, people come in, you can come in twice a month. The majority of our clients come in, we'll see them once every few months. Some we see once or twice a year because they just come in to get over that little hump. And she made a great point, and people don't understand, 70% of the people that we serve are working poor. So they're trying, they're out there. These aren't people we do have homeless, we do have people living in their cars in this county. It's very unfortunate. But most of these people are doing their best to get by. A lot of grandparents who are raising grandchildren. So this is a wonderful thing. As you go through this, we bulk buy, so some of these prices we might be able to get a little bit lower than what's on here. But our food costs, what are 27% this year, or up 27% from last year. That's in 1 year. So, $100 is only buying $75 now, worth of what it could have last year. So it's very, very, very much needed. As you go down through here, you can see acts of assistance, households helped, 2,500 households helped, 11,200 food orders. But this just gives you some basic information. One thing I would like to offer today is if you have never been, please stop by and visit us. Like I said, we're just over here on Pike Street. We're open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Stop by and see what we do. We always need volunteers. And the other thing we need is we're looking for a few more board members. We meet once a month. We had our gala just a couple weeks ago, which is our big fundraiser for the year, and it was wonderful as always and very well attended. So we're very blessed with the people we were able to partner with, which we continue to grow. We're trying to reach into more churches, and because that's where all the Churches in Mission started, through the churches. So we appreciate you letting us come out here, and we'll be around if you have any questions afterwards. Anything else? Oh, well, thank you very much for your time.